So, welcome to our little solstice get-together. Here we are, united by star and by stone, by lands fair and free. We've come here to honor the darkest day of the year, when the earth is on full tilt away from the sun, and is rather contradictory, closer to the sun anyway. We are here to celebrate the darkness, but also of renewal, of a new sun being born. And I know you've come a long way, so it's alright, just sit there. I don't mean to imply that you're filthy or anything, but we just gotta purify you a little first, okay? Just gotta purify in some water. Don't think too deeply on this. Holy spring water. Holy spring water. Just putting it on your forehead here. Dot there. Line down. Line down. Line down. The sun and its solstices. And we're right here in this middle one, right here in this middle one. Everything right now is standing still. We're outside of time here. Completely outside of time. Gathered in a sacred space, just away from it all. And I welcome you here. You're very welcome here. We are coming together, and so in coming together, let's just take 3 breaths. 3 breaths. The first. For the earth beneath us. The second. For the sea surrounding us. The third. For the sky above us. Here we are. We're going to invoke in the Great Spirit. Gwen. O Great Spirit, we ask for thy protection, and in thy protection strength, and in strength understanding, and in understanding knowledge, and in knowledge the knowledge of justice, and in the knowledge of justice the love of it, and in the love of it the love of all existences, and in the love of all existences, love of the Great Spirit. So behold, the circle of our horizons, of our lives and lands, of the time of the year, of the seasons and goodness, of birth and growing, of dying and rebirth. Let all disturbing thoughts be cast aside. Let us consecrate this circle with the element of air. Let us consecrate this circle with the element of fire. Let us consecrate this circle with the element of water. And let us consecrate this circle with the element of earth. Now we call in the power of the directions. With the blessings of the hawk of dawn shining in the clear, pure air, we call upon the powers of the east. With the blessings of the wild stag in the heat of the chase, we call upon the powers of the south. With the blessings of the salmon of wisdom floating in its pools of clear blue, we call upon the powers of the west. And by the great bear lying at rest under the mantle of the starry heavens, we call upon the powers of the north. The circle is now complete. Welcome, friends, to our gathering. I do hate to break it to you, but I've not really got a sickle at hand. I do have a trusty little penknife, which ain't gold, but it is yellow. Gonna take it here. I'm just gonna slice down this topmost branch of mistletoe. It's very convincing mistletoe. Feeling the vitality, because it is vitality, of this little parasitic plant, alright, but it grows on the oak. It is very near divinity. The ancients believed it was the seed of Jupiter. Well, a Roman paraphrase maybe. But because of its certain qualities and familiarities, and its resemblance to certain bodily fluids, it is a great symbol of fecundity, of real, life-giving essence. And that's what we're going to focus on going into this new year. Going into this season, new sun arising. The days are going to grow longer and longer. There is a birth here. And we can harness this energy into our own lives. It doesn't have to be on the great scale, it can just be on the small scale. Going to channel this great fecundity, this great potential for life down into our individual lives. Whether you're seeking fortunes or maybe more success in your creative endeavors. Going to take the mistletoe. Just going to take the mistletoe. These little berries like moons hanging over you, tuning into you, really communicating with you. So you can actualize all of your dreams this coming year. So that when the time comes, you may harvest all that you planned. That these things that grow will benefit you on not just a financial level, not just on the level of security or even happiness, but really nourish you deeply in your soul, propelling you onward, onward, and onward. Increasing your life energy, increasing your potential, increasing, 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 increasing. And not just for the sake of more, 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 but for the sake of celebrating you, you, you. Just celebrating life. Just celebrating life and peace and deep roots and high, high branches. All compounded together in these little berries and these little leaves. What I want to take you on now is a little meditation. A little trip out to the woods in the dark, in the very deepest dark of night, in the longest night. I want to take you away from your comfortable home. I want to take you out into the Shadowlands, away from the city lights, away, away, to nourish the animal in you, to really nourish the animal, to bring them out, to coax them out, to go running like wolves out into the woods. So come along, close your eyes, and come with me. Let the enchantment of the barren world subside. It is dusk. Crows are calling in the trees. Kestrels returning to roost. The owl staring down, just preparing to take flight. Mars hangs in the eastern sky. Jupiter to the west. The moon is waning and the sun nearly vanished. This is a liminal space between the familiarity of home and the darkness of the wild unknown. This is the realm of the great mystery. This is where the light dies. This is where the light is reborn. Feel the gentle, cooling wind against your face. Smell the damp of the trees, of the pine needles, of the mulch. Feel the slow and steady pulse beneath this old skin of life waiting to grow. And so too feel in yourself a new sun waiting to rise again just over the horizon. The young one, the mad one, who has been called Mithras, Christ, Arthur, Taliesin, born at this time greatest darkness. And while you're here, just feel your limbs relaxing. Feel the tension in your back and shoulders go. Give yourself over entirely to your own body. It knows where to go. It knows what roads to follow. Here, with nothing to do and nowhere to be, let your mind fall into dreaming. Pools lie here and there about the woodland floor, shimmering in the light of the falling moon. Pools with the potential to hold entire worlds, each one a potential future, each one only mere steps away. Perhaps you will dip into them now, or in many years to come, but they eternally wait here in this wood of infinite potential. Where there was once fear in your heart, there is now warm welcoming. Where once was warm welcoming, now is grateful leave-taking. The sticky webs of memory part and fall away in the frost. Old vines die back and reveal new ways through the stones. Untangled, you move through the undergrowth with a newfound quickness, all appetites fulfilled, never stumbling, never slipping. The whole terrain just an extension of your animal body. Until you come to another pool, but this one is different. There is a sweetness in the air of almonds and myrrh, and you notice this pool is shining brighter than the others. This one is lit not only by the moon, but by a multitude of candles floating on its surface, shapes and shadows playing out beneath them. This is the world of the next light, and it is singing out to you. So ease yourself down over the slope. You touch its still, cool water, and slowly, 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 you let the light envelop you. A new dawn, a new birth, a new world. And so ends this year. Maybe they were your friend, maybe they were one you'd rather just let bleed out alone on the field forgotten. Regardless, there's a new sun in the sky. All the potential that maybe you sowed in this year gone will come to fruit in this new one. All the bitter regrets that you leave behind in the old one, who knows, might rise again as opportunities in the new. For now, at this time of solstice, we are between these worlds and stand still in retrospective and looking forward. But fundamentally, if you just bring your attention down into the body to stand completely still, just stand completely still and be thankful for the moment, to sit apart from the world, the material world, out of time, free of all your limitations, of all your desires. You stand on the threshold and you drink in the cool air. And out into the cool of the evening strolls the pretender. We're doing Jackson Browne quotes now. I'm going to stop. Thank you for joining me. And if you do anything today, if you do anything at all, just stand completely still, looking backward, looking forward, and assessing from a distance, out of time, out of all the day-to-day constraints, with no desire for increase and no blame either, just standing apart, timeless. And tomorrow when you wake up, feel no more burdens of increase or decrease, of forward or backward. Just be glad of waking up to this new dawn.